Boop. Hello,
Hi.
Ding Ding.
Hi, Ding Ding.
Oh, hello, house husband.
I mentioned that to my mum the other day, and she was like, "What?" She was like, "Are they gay?"
Wait,
They're
what?
gay for each other.
Or are
I
they?
was like, "I'm not even going to explain that to you, mum."
Being a house husband has nothing to do with sexuality, okay? That's just how
Yeah.
it is.
Your sexuality depends on what the other partner is.
We're gonna put a question mark on that. But
I'm sorry, I don't. Sure, if it's unclear, it's unclear. But you can be a house husband with a wife, or you can be a house husband with a husband.
Yes, actually.
Wait, what?
I mean, you could be a house husband no matter who you're married to. You
Can I be a dog wife? I wish to have many dog children and things.
Anyways.
That is called a kennel.
A what?
Hell yeah, Waffle, cage me.
A,
Fuck's sake. I've had one sip. One fucking sip.
Drunk already.
I
So,
wish.
What happened last time? You were like in the desert and you were like, oh my god, this woman needs help. At least that's what Cord, no, not Cord, for fuck's sake, Strom had heard in his head, and he was like, oh my god, I need help. And then they helped, and she's a little bit crusty, but that is okay. So they saved her. Then Strom saw something, we're not gonna say what it is, because no one else saw it. And then he joined the group, and then they went to the oasis, and there was this thing that was like messing with their memories and dreams and whatever it was, and was like, and they defeated that, and then they moved on, and then they arrived into Pramatera, and as they were about to enter, there were mountains, and they heard a whistle, and then when they were about to enter, they were ambushed by the quote-unquote tax collectors, but they were not tax collectors, they were bandits. Yes, and one of them
Dog horror!
and one of them escaped, and that's where we left off. So it's midday, you're at the edge of the city. What are you doing?
Diving.
Well, that is a given.
Thank you.
Well, we're going into the town, right?
I assume so.
Shall we continue?
Bad people dealt with. Strom will pick the car back up and continue
Okay.
on his way.
So as you move closer to the city, you see that it's mostly abandoned, and there's literally like a lot of buildings, and none of them seem to be occupied by anything except for the one like right next to the ocean city, whatever that is, to the water, and a house right next to it, even though there is no, doesn't seem like there's anyone in it, but it seems like it's been lived in at least. So
Oh. Sorry.
I don't know who that was, but sure.
That was me.
Oh,
Whom else?
I thought it was Ollie, because Ollie does a great cat impression.
Oh, thanks. Fucking thanks.
So,
Good to know I sound like a man.
so where is everyone going? Okay, as far as I can see, Strom, where are you going?
I mean, into town and pull the car in and just kind of look for the merchant and see where he wants him to stop.
Okay, he goes a little in front of the cart, and he directs you towards the closest to the water house, and tells you to put it somewhere here. He doesn't really mind.
I'll stick it down.
Okay,
I talk
How
to the merchant man.
you sure can. He's
Okay.
unbuckling Bondon at the moment.
I bet he is. Don't you remember that Dong Dong was our payment for this journey?
I don't remember that.
You promised.
Okay, give me a
No,
perception. Okay, perception with disadvantage, because
Deception?
Deception.
Oh, deception. With what?
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Wow.
Because Law was like, that did not happen.
Why? Fuck, I got a natural 20 as well. Fuck off, all of you.
That's not a natural 20.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well,
it.
you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Fuck off, all of
He
you.
looks at you a little skeptically, and he's like, "No, that is not what happened. I said we can arrange the prize, and while we're here, so
My price is Dong Dong.
Tom is just very, very sadly petting Dong Dong, like the end of that journey, but he doesn't want to leave. Trying to tug on his heartstrings a little.
I see. I'm afraid I can't part with Don Don. I have to go and take trips back to the Slavers Bay at some point, and
There's nothing there for you anymore.
What do you mean? The trade will resume.
The trade's not going to resume.
There are still people there.
We burnt down a barn.
Yeah, the barn is burned down, but the rest of the buildings are still there.
You can get another armadillo in the time it takes for them to rebuild.
Excuse me, I also have some sentimental value with Don Don. He is one of my favorite pets, and and then he pets Don Don on the head.
I didn't pet this fucking thing the whole journey.
Desert not safe.
Oh, what is not safe?
Desert not safe.
For Dong Dong.
You should know travel for a bit.
Oh, why? Why? I mean, the desert has always been dangerous, but there's always been people like you volunteering to take me to the other side.
We did not volunteer.
But you're still here, so I appreciate that.
There's something worse now.
Oh,
Cord has shown. We will fix, but
We need Dong Dong for that.
for now, no travel.
okay. I guess I can hold on to not traveling for a bit, but I'm afraid I can't give you the Don Don.
How about a trade?
Okay, what are you willing to trade for? I'm not sure. It's gonna be.
You're gonna
high
pull out-
price.
She's gonna pull out the ring that she got from that room. The one with the purple gem in it.
Okay, what is it?
We never identified it.
That's what he is asking.
'Tis a very special ring of mine from my grandmother.
And what does it do exactly? Why? Is
It
it...
gives you the ability to see when people are lying.
Okay, well, let's test it. And he takes the
Okay.
ring. He puts it on. Okay.
Ask me a question.
Okay.
Fuck.
Something obvious. Let's start simple. What is your name?
Geo.
Okay. Do you want to roll me a deception or? I don't. Okay.
That's
let's-
her name, so
let's
that would be correct.
And he's like, yes, I see you're telling the truth. Okay, let's do something more complicated. Okay,
Okay.
roll me a deception
Okay.
with advantage this time because it's kind of funny.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so I need to ask something obvious. Okay, let me think. Where did you come from? No, I don't know the answer to that question. That's why I ask. Okay, did we kill bandits on our way here?
Yes.
But I already know. But you should be lying so I can see if that works.
Oh, I'm just a very honest person.
Well, then I don't know if it works or not.
Trust me, it works.
No, I don't.
See, look, the ring didn't show you I was lying.
Because you weren't. I know you weren't. I was there.
Exactly, so that means that you can trust me. I just told you that the ring works.
I don't think that works that way. He takes off the ring and gives it back to you. I'm not gonna trade it for this ring, whatever it does.
Tom will open up his chest, reach inside, take out a coin pouch, and hand over all of his money.
And how much is that?
10 gold.
Oh my god! To be fair, I have 0, so
I'm pretty sure you found some gold in the catacombs.
I didn't pick it up.
Other people might have.
Oh, fair enough.
Strom has 10.
Okay. He takes the bag. And
You never mentioned any gold down there. Otherwise, I would have put it down.
made you roll for it. I don't remember how much you got.
All of the gold.
Well, if okay, Krill, do you remember? Did you got any gold from that?
Nope.
Okay, then roll me 40 plus 2d100.
2d100 plus 40, you mean?
Yes. Okay, that's the amount of gold you got. And in this time, I don't know if you shared it or you kept it to yourself. That's up to you. But for
Well,
that, okay, go ahead.
Just add it to my, so I can be the
Okay.
I can be the healer and I can be the bank.
Yes, and the merchant looks at the 10 gold. He looks very. He understands that you really want it, and he looks at you like at a very beaten up, sad puppy. But I'm afraid this is not enough to buy Don Don.
I'm just going to give
Strong.
the biggest puppy eyes he can.
Okay,
Strong.
give me a persuasion.
I have a +0 to this.
Okay.
Come on, dice gods, don't fail me now! Yes! Yes! Dice gods! They are merciful!
Ollie's gonna flip a table in a second. This is the only goal for today's session, Eugene. You do realize this.
That's fine. You get a natural 20 when you need it. He looks at you. Okay, fine. We can discuss it further. I can't guarantee you have to convince my wife as well, but I'm willing to trade him for something. Okay.
I'm training for your life.
Do you say that out loud?
No,
Okay.
no, because she knows that Strom would fuck me up.
Okay. Law and Char, what are you doing while this is happening?
Strom, Don Don is helping the merchants.
I do not want this for us.
Because I see the need for the merchant have more need for it. You don't. You only
can't
want
travel
it.
with
he
it.
actually needs it.
He shouldn't be traveling.
Look, can I justify this in character? I'll find a way. But I just want a giant armadillo.
Is that Ollie or is that Strom?
Yeah, that's Ollie.
Let Ollie and Emma have Dong Dong for fuck's sake.
Hashtag.
Oh,
beyond the
I'm
Dom-Dom.
sorry. I thought this was a role-playing game.
It is, and I will find a reason why Strom needs this. But Ollie
I
needs
want
it.
it so that like I can sit on it and ride it, you know?
You can't
Because
ride
Well, he is rolling
Yeah,
around.
He's rolling.
I fully want to be smacked into the earth every time it rolls.
You will
You
be
also.
That's my kink,
You'll be
Eugene.
one of those acrobats that like run
Yeah.
the ball. Okay.
Actually, is my acrobatics any good?
I don't know. You can try at some point.
It is good.
Okay, Char, what are you doing?
I'm patching myself up and stitching my wounds.
Oh yeah, you're like
Mm-hmm.
hurt.
Are you doing that on the rock outside the village?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Are you taking a short rest theoretically? Technically, I mean.
Technically, yes.
Okay, you can take a short rest while that madness is happening, and then you will join them at some point.
What madness, Eugene?
Strom will respond to Law. Desert not safe at moment. Merchant should no travel. We need travel. Go fix. Long distance.
Yes, that is true. Merchant, do you have any other roads that you're traveling apart from going north?
Unfortunately, that's my only destination because it's the most profitable. No one else goes there.
What is it you trade there, if I may ask?
It's the ships don't come to Slavers Bay all the time, so they need the supplies of food and water at some point.
Disembodied corpses of those he's killed along the way.
Well, And the fact that he didn't realize how much water and food to take.
He expected it for one
And he's got gold in his
Well,
in
he
his
gets paid in
barrels.
gold, I assume.
Mhm.
Yes.
Interesting.
Do you have any older alternative routes you can go for the moment?
I mean, theoretically, I can trade across the ocean, but that I don't really need me to travel there. It's just a thing.
Then why do you need people to ride over the? Why do you need to go over the desert? Why can't you have other people for that too?
Do you see anyone else around here? And he points around himself, which is
Well, do
basically
you-
an abandoned
Do you
city.
see anyone on the ocean at the moment?
No, because that's why I need to go there. And if I don't go there, no one will.
So you see it as a communal service for those who live there.
Sort of.
That is
The
racist.
bad people.
Yes, Strom. Bad people. To the slavers. Slavers are bad. Big bad.
No.
Wait, did Strom realise it was a slave camp? I don't think he did. Never mind. Ignore that. Ignore that. Strom didn't figure out it was a slave camp.
Yes. But also, even if you said so, okay, roll me a. Who would be interested in history of Kalatra, of this continent? Who would be interested? Roll me a history.
What do I look like?
Yeah, I'll roll it for shits and giggles.
Okay.
I feel like if I roll it, you
Surprisingly
should get like a
not.
0.
Okay.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, higher than 10 you would get it. Basically, you get the idea that slavery is not something illegal here. It's perfectly fine. Some people don't like it, but some people like frown upon it, but it's perfectly legal here.
I get that. There's a
Legal.
difference between legal and moral, and Strom is definitely more on the moral side than the legal side.
That's
Heck
fine.
yeah! Fuck 'em up, Strom!
But Strom did not figure out it was a slavers camp, so never mind.
Yeah, it's just a camp, just a vacation trip.
It's just a relaxation resort in the
Well,
middle
it
of
was,
the
it
desert
was, it
where
was a
people
mine,
were
but they obviously
working.
needed help, because they got Strom there to help.
Yeah,
So, shall we maybe go in? Maybe you'll meet my wife, and then we can discuss whatever you're doing.
Sure.
Okay. And I don't know about you four, and he points at the not you four, but the 4 other people that just survived the desert and the crusty
The
woman.
4 slaves.
The ones that escaped his barrels.
3 of them are just slaves, and one of them is a crusty lady. She's officially the crusty one, and she invites them. You can stay at this house, and we'll find, I don't know, food, drinks, whatever is needed. We'll figure it out eventually. But yes, come on in.
They're your children now.
And
You have them to carry the cart instead of Dong Dong.
Wow.
So
One
now
Oh,
second-
you
I'm
fucking
promoting
with them being
slavery.
slaves.
Okay.
One moment I was like, "Oh, slavery bad," and then she's like, "Oh,
No,
we have 4
no,
people."
excuse me, but this man back in the other town was like, oh, you know, slavery is just a thing that happens, and now he's like, you can fucking stay in my house, and I'm gonna love you, like, fuck off, mate. Sorry, that was very common of me.
So, employees. You could pay them, then they're not slaves.
He
Yeah.
didn't say that he will ask them to work. He just told them to
Yeah.
stay in there.
And I'm saying you could give them a purpose.
I mean, maybe he will.
I don't know, will he, or will he make them be slaves? Because,
I mean, we'll find that out in the next episode, probably.
okay, well then I'm coming back and I'm murdering him.
Okay, and at this point,
But only if he makes them slaves.
Yes, only if he makes them slaves. If he pays them a decent wage of £8.91 an hour, then
£8 of gold an hour, that's quite a lot.
that's the minimum living wage.
Not 8 pounds of gold.
£80
Oh,
of
not
gold
the
is a
weight.
heck of a lot.
Not the weight of it, oh my god.
yeah, at this point, he just walks into the house and leaves you be.
Why do I feel like we were having that conversation in front of him and he was just like, You know, like when someone's watching tennis, they're like,
I feel like he's hung out with us long enough to learn at this point just to walk away when we get in a weird conversation.
Yeah, he invited you in and walked in.
Chum will stay outside for a moment, giving Dong Dong some more fuss, scratching behind like the back of his head, and then he will go inside.
I don't know if armadillos do that, but he will waggle his tail and scratch with his back foot his ear, or at least attempt so. Even though I'm not sure armadillos can do that, he will attempt to do that.
And we'll get the spot he can't quite reach.
Yeah, he's trying his best. So are you going in?
yes.
Okay. At this point, I think Charget joined you.
Are the other houses empty?
I mean, you can certainly look for whatever you're looking for.
I don't trust this bitch.
I'm looking for an empty house with a basement.
Wait, specifically with the basement?
With a basement.
Okay. So, which house are you going in?
Oh, while they're talking to the merchant, I'm just going to go over all the houses, looking for what I want to find.
Okay. So the closest house to the rock you were sitting in, you go into it. It's not locked exactly, but from the outside it looks completely abandoned. On the inside, though, it looks like there's some weaponry and some like resemblance of food and something like that. It's not. Even if someone lives there, they haven't been there in a hot second.
You said weaponry?
Yes.
Are there short swords?
Roll me a d20.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
yeah, you found 2 short swords.
I'm taking
Found
those
some
with me
whips.
that I keep looking around for.
Okay. Are you
Oh my
looking for
God.
specifically for a basement?
Yes.
Okay.
An empty house with a basement.
Okay, roll me a perception or investigation, whatever you're willing to do.
Might need. Do you think I would need like to ask Strom for a hand to move things, or can I do that by myself?
I mean, you can try. It's not. It's just. It's bare. It's covered enough for you to need to move it, but not. It's not big bricks and stones. You can try.
I'm just gonna try and move everything, then I'm get to the trapdoor.
Okay.
And that's where I'll go to the other one.
And roll me then the strength. Yeah, general strength. Okay. Oh, that's a save. But I think it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. So it's 18. Yeah, you managed to. It takes you a couple of minutes, but you managed to move away the big stone and then uncover the trapdoor, and it seems to be open.
Yeah, I'm going in. Wait, have a
Okay.
look.
As you go in, it doesn't seem like anything is in there. It's completely dark, but you have dark vision. So you see not a very big room with wooden. What is it called? The things that hold the
Beams?
yeah, beams. And it's basically just sand. It's not even walls. It's someone dug out the thing and then just made sure that the sand stays in place. It's completely empty.
This will do.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I'll tell that later. Just
Okay, so we'll move to the other 3. As you walk into the house, you see right before you enter it, next to the entrance door, there is a poster there, which a missing person. Missing person. A missing person.
The infamous person.
Yes.
Beware, for it is more person than your average person.
And it's also
and thus
missing.
deadly.
And it's also
Oh.
missing.
Oh god.
But yes, it's a poster that says that
the most
they're
deadly.
looking for someone named Yamaya. And roll me a perception check, whoever is looking at it.
How high is it?
Well, that is a good question. I would say average human height.
Oh, never mind. I'm an
I
idiot.
need you to bear in mind with this perception check, Strom cannot read.
That's fine.
I'm also blind.
You're
Strom's just blocking it, that's all.
Geo, you are completely distracted with whatever. There's sand, and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna
So
have
tasty.
I'm gonna have a feast later. Law with a 5. I assume you gave yourself disadvantage for a reason.
Because I'm so short,
Yes.
so that hence I asked how high it was sitting.
You are looking around, and then you stumble across Strom's big thigh, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't." Yeah, and then you back off. And Strom, you don't need to read actually things, but you do recognize a face on the poster because there's a face there, and it reminds you of the person, the crusty woman who you've saved from the camp.
The crusty lady.
Yes.
Crusty woman is the person.
Yes.
She is dangerous.
Kill her while she's crusty.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you do recognize her. Do you just walk into the house?
No, he's gonna point at it. What this?
The shopkeeper already went in.
Can you lift me up, Strom, so I can look?
I'll lift Laura up to have a look at it.
Okay.
It's a missing person.
Person.
Her name was. It's a missing person. Something person. Something missing person.
Oh my god.
Person. Do I recognize her now when I'm at the?
Okay, roll me another perception, because that was just you seeing it.
That was for me to not get annoyed.
Yeah, you do recognize her.
Oh, it's the lady we saved.
Crusty lady.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm gonna go and get her. You guys go in.
Okay. Tom holds you for a second, then remembers you can't leave unless he puts you down, then puts you down.
Can you put me down, please?
Sorry.
Thank you. And Law will go over to Crusty Lady.
Okay, she is in the house next door, so we'll focus on Law for a second. By just going in.
That?
Yes, that's
That.
the one that's right there. Yeah,
And what was the name of the
it was Yamaya.
Yamaya?
Yes.
So I go in and check. How are you all doing? You doing fine in
And
here?
The 3 people are just like walking around. They seem to have somewhat lost their humanity while they were being slaves. Maybe they've been there for a long time. They're like walking around. What is this? This is comfort? I forgot what this is. And the crusty lady is sitting in the corner. She's kind of like, seems she's having a moment, but a quiet moment.
I go next to her and I sit next to her. Are you doing all right?
She kind of looks at you and nods her head just a little bit.
Do you have trouble speaking at the moment?
And she like stretches her neck a little high and then like shows her neck and like shows that she's dry and she can't really. She tries to speak, but nothing seems to come out a little bit.
Do you want some water?
And she shakes no.
Have someone cursed you or something like that?
She like looks at you again, and then there's this moment which you can't really understand, but there is something in her eyes that says, I don't know, but I think so.
Do you remember your name?
She nods yes.
Is it Jamina?
She shakes no.
Interesting. Because there's a poster of a missing person or someone who looks very much like you.
If you were trying to say the name on the poster, that was just not the name, so I might have been confused.
You said Jamina to me.
I said Yamaya.
Jamaya, sorry, then that was the name I was supposed to say because I remember it wrong.
Then yes, then she nods yes.
Yamaya.
And she like
Are you?
gives you a little look, and she's getting a little curious. Like, how do you know?
There was a poster of a missing person.
And she
Who
just
looks very
stands up
much
and
like
walks
you.
out. She just stands up and walks out of the house.
And he runs after
Okay.
to show her
She
poster.
she stands around, looks around, but then you catch her from behind, like direct her to the poster, and then she looks at it for a second, and then even though she's crusty as hell, you can see a couple of tears falling down her cheeks, and she looks a little distressed.
Distressed as in sad or
Sad.
glad or nervous.
Sad.
Do you know the person who put this out?
She nods yes, furiously, and cries even more.
Do I see a name on the poster?
There is no
Of
name.
who? Of only missing person,
Yeah.
Jemiah, and no one who can contact whom with.
No, nothing.
That's a weird missing poster.
It is.
Is this person dangerous?
And at this point, she nods no, and she looks around for something, and then she turns to you and gives you a general idea of a sign of I want to write something. You know that the when you wave a hand in front of an imaginary paper.
Right in the sand. Right in the sand. Let's see.
Okay, and then she goes to the sand and picks up a piece of whatever, a little stick, and draws a name Yaruf on it.
Jaruf.
Yes.
Jaruf.
And then she points at herself, and then she writes brother.
So your brother put this out.
Yes. She nods.
Is. But why would he?
And then she starts crying a little more. She looks even more upset now that you know who it was.
But I don't know who he is. Rain has failed me today. Wow.
Okay, give me how would you I want you to put two and two together, but I don't know what you would roll for that. Maybe general intelligence?
Could be. Or maybe investigation if adding things together. It's up to you what you want me to write. Insight, maybe.
It's hard to
I'm-
read her face at this moment, even though she's like showing you everything basically. Yeah, let's do investigation.
Investigation.
Okay. So, you don't exactly know who it is, but you have an idea because she like stands up and points towards the desert, where you came from, and you have this vague idea of maybe even because she was missing, he went into the desert to find her. You don't know where he is. You don't know.
What-
who he is.
Did he. Do I get that impression?
Yes.
Do you think your brother went into the desert to look for you?
She nods. Yes.
Was your brother part of the place where we got you out?
And at this point,
Do you
she-
remember seeing your brother there?
when you ask if she's seen her brother, she nods yes, very hard, and then she like takes that piece of stick that she was drawing in, and then she stabs herself in the arm. Even though it doesn't cut through, it still hurts.
Was your brother one of the other in the village?
she shakes no, and then she points toward the cart that is there next to you.
Was your brother the cart?
Was your brother the cart?
No.
Brother, the armadillo.
Is Don Don your brother?
Oh shit! Is he maybe one of the NPCs that Eugene killed off because he couldn't be asked?
That would be a
Was-
no to M, but Geo doesn't know that.
Gio's not in this conversation, so it's fine.
But I will
Is your
give
brother
you.
strong?
I will give you.
From
a
his
hint.
brother?
I will give you a hint. Both the M and no, not M. Both the Geo and the
Wow.
Law saw the brother.
Wait, did we?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
And she like grabs Law by the arms and like, you don't know what she's exactly trying to say, but she looks at your arms and then looks into your eyes and like tells you that you did something, and she doesn't know how to explain it without words.
Did we kill him?
You're not in
Did
that
you-
conversation.
I know I'm not in that conversation, but oh my god.
Did your brother attack us?
She nods no, and then she takes you down with her to the sand, and then she writes magic.
Was your brother is your brother a merchant? No, sorry, wrong campaign. Wrong campaign, Bashtar. Magic.
Okay, give me another intelligence, just intelligence. Okay, you have no idea who it is.
Wow. No. Oh gosh.
And then she just falls to the ground and continues crying. Even though it's strange, because she seems to be a little too crusty to be able to cry, she still squeezes out some tears of herself, and she looks generally distressed. And at this
Did
moment, I will leave Waffle to think about it if he wants to, and we'll move to Strom and Geo in the house, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay. So, you walk into the house, you see it's not a very big building, but you can definitely see that there is a door at the back, and there's a big building behind. Yes?
It
I
just,
didn't hear over the gasp.
Oh, I think
Deal with that first.
Ollie, I
it
thought
just clicked in my brain right now.
okay, Ollie, I thought that was your gas, but I was like, that is I didn't know he would be that impressed with the big building.
It's a fine looking building.
I'm dumb.
Okay, so yeah, there's a big
Go ahead, go with the others. I'm gonna sit here and
and contemplate for a second. There's
be ashamed.
there seems to be a big building behind it, and what you see in front of you is it's very modest and somewhat beaten down house, and there is a woman. She looks elven, and she has a very dark skin and a lot of earrings in her ear, both of them, not one or two, but like the entire ear is pierced from the top to bottom, and she looks very intriguing. And
Oh, I feel called out.
when the shopkeeper walks in, she stands up and she just runs towards him, and they give each other a hug, and then they give each other a kiss that looks a little too much, which it looks like they haven't seen each other in a while. And
Keep your copulation afterwards.
Oh, I wanted below a 10, but that's fine. Carry on.
as they break from this extremely vulgar public display of affection, she seems to notice you. And
I feel like during that I want to be talking to my rock and being like fucking human.
and the rock nods at you, agreeing with you.
Fucking disgusting.
Mostly just because Gio's moving that hand to make the rock nod.
Yes.
She's like got a it's like a puppet rock.
Yes, the elf is definitely a little crusty, but not in that way as that woman.
I don't even want to know. I'm gonna actually vomit.
But yes, they break from the kiss, and then she notices you, and like, oh, I lost myself for a minute. Okay, what?
League references.
She like welcomes you in. Oh, come on in.
I'm not sure I want to now, you know.
I assume you are the one who brought my husband back home, so you're welcome guests. How can I
Hello.
help you?
Me, Strom. Strom holds his arms open for a hug.
And she,
Oh no!
oh, she's like very surprised, but she embraces you willingly.
Oh god!
It is just purely a normal hug. He's just assuming this is like how people greet each other here, on the basis of they're the only people here, and that's how they greeted each other.
Don't kiss her, don't.
Oh, he's not planning to.
Oh,
just
Okay.
wait.
he's intelligent enough to know that's probably because they're in a relationship.
If you were to
Okay.
roll for lower than 10, would you have tried to kiss her?
No, if he'd rolled lower than 10, he was going to join them in their hug.
Oh.
Oh, you should have.
I was so tempted, but I decided to roll for it, and it didn't come out how I wanted, so I should have just ignored the roll. But I didn't. Carry on.
Yes.
Aw.
But yeah, she was a little confused for a hint of a second, but then she opens her arms and embraces you. Selena, very nice to meet you. I don't meet a lot of people here, and you sure look fine as hell.
Oh, this is
Just
coming for you,
unconsciously
Strom.
Flexes.
Oh my god. She's
I'm,
gonna roll her eyes. Like, fuck's sake.
I am not surprised my husband survived this trip. So,
Oh god.
anyways, how can I help you?
We wish to have your armadillo.
Don, and she looks at her husband. Why? What?
For a trade.
Okay. Did he promise to trade him for something?
Yes, outside just a minute ago.
Okay, she gives him a little,
She's like, you fucking dickhead.
yeah, one of those looks, and she's like,
As
I'm
a
proficient in the dickhead look.
okay, I think we should have discussed it earlier with him, but I guess, and she gives him another look, and he just nods, and she's
Is
like,
it not safe right now? Your husband should travel. We go fix, but need travel.
okay, well, what kind of trade do you want? What are you willing to trade for him? I would say at
This-
least 1,000 gold.
This
How
all my
about-
money. Hands over 10 gold.
Oh god. Okay, well
Yeah,
this is
that
gonna
is definitely not enough.
She's gonna roll up her sleeve. Fucking hate myself. She's gonna roll up her sleeve. They're pure crystals in her arm.
Ooh,
She's like, would you like one of these?
okay, and she. Okay, let me roll for it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. She looks at them. Well, they're most definitely not Calatran diamonds, but what are they exactly? Because I couldn't have told you. Are they of any value?
Are they Eugene?
You tell me what kind of
Well,
gems do
they're-
you carry in your hand?
They're
Roll-
crystals.
Okay, roll me
So-
a d20.
Okay. I forgot how to roll. /R, 1d20.
Raise the dice gods!
Oh,
No!
Okay.
They were not merciful this day.
And she's like, well, they are crystals of sorts. I don't know how I would use them for any value here. So I would say that's a no. Is there anything
right,
else you're willing to
Eugene,
trade?
one question.
Yes.
Come to Secrets with me, like, for 2 seconds.
Okay, sure.
Interesting.
Hello?
And the question is, can magic be channeled through them? Because technically she was brought to life by magic.
Technically, yes.
So could I turn around and be like, you can use them for magical purposes?
You sure can.
Okay, well, back to general we go.
Okay. Yes, hi, hello. So, what else are you willing to trade for them? For him?
I can give you 2 of these, and they are able to channel magic.
What? How potent are they at channeling magic? I would like a demonstration of sorts.
Oh my god. I am not a magical being, so I would not be able to show you.
Oh, okay. Well, that neither am I, nor is my husband. And she looks at her husband. Are you? And he's like, no.
Like, what do you mean?
Because I don't know. Since you've decided to trade off Don, I don't know if I can trust you anymore.
Oh my god.
But we'll
Perhaps-
figure it out later. And she gives him a little
Dom's just
wink.
once again giving just the biggest puppy dog eyes.
Oh my god.
No, honey, those will not work on me, I'm afraid.
Oh my god. Perhaps
That's
our
not like he's
friend
just gonna keep doing
can.
Okay,
Perhaps our friend can show you how the magic works through them.
okay. And where is your friend exactly?
We left him outside.
Okay, let's go outside then.
Oh my
He's
god.
quite small, sometimes closer to ground.
Okay.
Tom just crouches down, looks around the floor for more.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, is he an ant?
Not quite.
And she looks at Gio. Is there a real friend or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Friend in inverted commas.
Okay.
Wow.
And at this
No, that's not what I'm saying.
and at this
Fuck.
moment, I assume you're all gonna walk out because she walks out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then
Yep.
we'll move to
Oh,
Char and
God.
see what he's doing. Char, what are you doing?
I am going to take out a little piece of chalk and draw the sign of my goddess on the wall here.
And what do you expect to happen?
At this point, nothing actually. Just I want to put it there,
Okay.
and then I'm.
Roll me a D100. Okay. You definitely, even though the fauna and in this whole desert was a little dry and nothing. You've seen a scorpion or a snake or two, but it's very sparse. At this moment, when you draw the symbol, you can hear very quietly a humming noise, and from the corners of the entire room, the tiny holes in the sand that was like clustered in pieces, the tiny spiders seem to come out, and they seem to just skitter around, doing their business. Nothing special.
Sounds good. I want to go outside and see where those 3 survivors we got with us are.
Okay. You were doing the short rest bit, so yeah, you can go around and see where they are.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look and see where they're hanging out.
Okay. They are still in the house at this moment, so you did notice that some of them, from what you heard, they went into the house right next to the one next to the ocean.
I'm going to that house then.
Okay. And as you can see, Law just walked in. You see this crying, crusty woman on the floor next to the house, and she sees you, and then she slowly stands up, like puts herself together, and walks back into the house, right behind you. But when you walk in, there are 3 people in the house, and they seem a little lost, but they are getting around. One of them is eating a banana. One of them is sitting in the chair, like trying to read a book. He doesn't quite remember what it is, but he's trying.
What did he actually look like, more specifically?
Who?
All 3 of the other ones.
Okay. One of them would be, let's say, a dwarf with a long beard and like he's completely bald. One of them would be a human, the one that's trying to read. A woman, a human woman. That sounds wrong. With golden hair, and she's the hair looks a little rough, but it is what it is. And the third person is a halfling, a man halfling who is just walking around the house trying to find himself a business to do.
I'm going to want to do 2 things actually.
Okay.
I want to walk up to the dwarf and ask his name and if he knows anything about masonry, perhaps.
Okay, remind me what masonry is? Question mark.
Building.
Working.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me real quick open a name generator. No. His name is gonna be Jason. He said, my name is Jason. And why do you need masonry work?
I want the basement in a house. I want to rebuild. And I might put some extra hands on it. Paid, of course.
I mean, haven't done. Okay, let me roll for it. Cause why wouldn't I? I'm a DM. I can roll for things. Yeah.
Are you rolling with your real dice?
Yes, I never got the chance to do that, so I will
Sexy
do it.
dice.
Yeah, he's like, I might have been out of the work for some time, but I think I can manage some things. Which house do you have a house?
I take him to the door and I point at the house that I just came out of
Oh, I
with the basement.
don't get me wrong. I thought you were as slaves as we are, so I didn't know you own a house here. But sure.
I just want to tidy it up and not really a need to be a living court. It's more like livable to be in, like because I probably will be on the road a lot. Could you fix that? Do you think if I provide you the money and the materials?
Most definitely. I don't know what the prices would be, but maybe 2,000 gold, but not.
I'm
at the
giving like
same
1
time.
gold.
2,000 gold, but like you can pay me as you get the money. Don't think you carry 2,000 gold with you all the time.
No, but I'll give you a little bit now, and I will be sending more bits overseas and through the desert towards you.
Oh, most definitely. Okay, I will actually. He looks around. Do you guys know any mason work? And they like one of them is like nods a little bit and then shows the 50-50 sign with his hand, and the woman's like, I'm not really, but I'm willing to help. So I think all three of us will be able to do that in, I don't know, like a couple of months.
I'll give them all like 5 gold, and I have another thing I want the lady actually to do.
Oh, okay. And okay,
Woo. Sorry.
you lose
Anyway.
15 gold, and they're like, is that all for now?
Yeah, for now it is. I still need my money from the merchant.
Okay. Can we live in the house at least? I hope
course,
I hope
that's
it's a
what-
nice house, because otherwise it's quite cheap.
Well, of course you can live there, but as I said, it needs repair, so...
Yeah, I will just work from the inside out, and yeah, it'll be fine.
Perfect, it will be your house then, from now on.
Okay. So if you don't return, it's our house.
Yes, and only the basement will be mine forever.
And he like looks at you a little skeptically. Why? Should we be concerned?
Nah, just gonna be a little place of prayer I want to have around here.
Oh, okay. And who are you praying to?
That's none of your concern.
Sorry, didn't mean to offend. Okay, we'll be on our way.
That response makes it very concerning.
I'm just going to basically ask the woman if she can like clean up the basement like once every week and do not disturb the sign I just draw.
Oh, okay, sure. But that would be, I would say, a little extra money.
I'll give her extra 5 gold.
Well,
The rest will be coming your way.
Okay, sure. I will manage. Yeah, that's a deal.
Thank you. Okay.
When they walk outside, you could hear like a chatter between them. He thinks we're really cheap, but I guess we are. I'm not sure. Let's go.
Well, they worked for free till now, so
Yeah, but
getting pay is already more than they had.
yeah, that's basically the idea. And they're
Uh,
all kind of lost, so yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna take like the weapon rack I found where the 2 short swords were from, and I put them in the basement as well with the short swords on it.
Okay. Fair enough.
And that's about it I want to do.
Okay. Do you walk out of the house?
Yes.
Okay. As you walk out of the house, all of you are kind of outside. I think Law was just about to enter the house where the
No, I was still having the conversation with Jamina.
Oh.
Jemaya.
Oh yeah, okay, let's continue that.
Was your brother the one on the cart? The one that I couldn't save?
And she nods yes.
I'm so sorry.
And you can hear it's creaky and it's very hard for her to say, and she says, it's not your fault. She's trying her best to speak, but it's getting kind of lost in her throat.
The only thing I could do was prevent him to be turned into something that he wasn't.
And at this point, she nods, stands up, kind of wipes away her tears, and slowly goes into the house, and she like shows with her hand that she does not want you to follow. She wants a moment to herself.
And he sits in the sand, just contemplating
Okay.
what he just realized.
Okay. As she walks into the house, you can see Char walking outside the house, and right before that, 3 other people walked out of that house, and then when you just sit there looking at that, and at this point you hear, "Yo, you halfling, show me your magic," as as an elven
God.
woman walks out of the house, and with Geo and the shopkeeper and Strom
no.
following her.
He will. How far away is she?
She just exited the door, so I would say like 40 feet, 30 maybe.
If it's 30 feet, he will speak telepathically to her. Why do you want me to show my magic for you?
And she's
Oh.
with Strom and Geo, as you stand, she's right in front of you. She like looks around herself for a second. She's like, "Where the fuck are you?" And she like speaks out. She doesn't speak telepathically. She just speaks out loud.
I'm over here.
Oh, he does that.
And she like turns to you.
You don't hear that, you.
Oh, but she's gonna assume that because she's like, where the fuck is this man? You've spoken in Geo's head before. She's
I
not.
have.
She's not stupid.
And she turns to you both, and she's like, she like shrugs a little bit, like, "What am I supposed to do with this? Where is he? How little is he?"
Wait, what did you say her name was?
Her name is Selena.
Selena, meet Law, and she's gonna like point towards Law's general direction.
Aha, there he is. Okay, and she like
Oh no.
confidently walks towards him.
Say, what have I done?
Okay, Law, Mr. Sir, I need you to show me some of your magic, because this woman, and she points towards Geo, is claiming that her whatever crystals on her arms are able to conduct magic. So maybe you could prove that to me, because I don't know. I'm not gonna change my beloved Don Don for some crystals. I don't know the origins of and what they're doing.
You no have crystals in arm. Strom gives the most obvious, unsubtle wink possible. Having previously seen Geo go, "I don't have crystals, what are you talking about, no?" And he's just about catching up at this point, like, "No, she doesn't have any crystals. She's already shown them at this point, you know.
Okay.
Minor detail."
Oh no.
Yeah, she gives you a very skeptical look.
Yeah, no, like, he got a fail on any sort of deception that may have been rolled, but no, he was not good.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to roll for damage as I cut this out of my flesh.
I mean, you don't have to cut them out now, but if you want to
I'm
show...
cutting it on my body.
Okay, I would not say you roll for damage. I would take out your 3 constitution if you take out 2 of them.
My what?
Your constitution stat.
What about my constitution?
I would take -1 for that gem you took out earlier at the very beginning, and 2 if you take out 2 crystals now.
My what? I'm so confused.
Okay.
What are you saying to me?
In your character sheet, you have
Mhm.
constitution stat, which is 14.
Yeah.
And I would take -1 for that crystal that you took out at the very first episode, and 2 now if you want to take 2 more crystals out of yourself.
Right.
These
okay.
grow back?
I don't think they
You
do.
will know where you come if you take the gems out.
Yeah, because if these don't grow back, that's a real bad. That's gonna lower your health permanently.
Okay, no, not constitution. Max health by 3 if you take out 2 crystals, because that's more. I would say that's
Okay, I can do that.
okay. So your max HP will be 3 less now if you take
Yeah.
out 2 crystals.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll do that. Okay, done.
Okay. So You take out the 2 crystals out of yourself, and you feel like your body. You
Oh my God, fuck.
literally rip out a part of your body.
Yes.
Okay, so
Here you go.
show me your magic, man. And she gives you the crystals.
Okay. He puts the crystals in his hand.
Oh no. Please work.
He focuses on this rock here. That one. And he will cast Sacred Flame on the rock.
Okay. Do you... Okay. Wait, what is that? Yeah, I know what Sacred Flame is. As the flame comes out of your hand and it spreads from the... It seems like the gem itself absorbed the flame, and then it just starts glowing very brightly in your hand, like spreading beams of light everywhere, like a diamond. Okay.
Ah!
Okay, it can glow, and it looks
Wow.
pretty.
Fucking wow.
But what does it do for me exactly?
You asked me to do magic. I did magic.
Fair enough. And she turns to Geo. So
You should be able to now use the spell that Law just used.
interesting. And does that work with the other gem if you infuse it with another spell?
It should do, theoretically.
Okay, roll me a deception.
I'm so scared. Oh.
Okay. And she looks at the Law. Okay, what other trickery can you do? Tell me. about it. Like, what could you infuse into the other stone? And what does that first spell do? Does it just glow? Because that, I mean, it's pretty, but you know.
Well, it was supposed to be a sacred flame to do some damage if you fighting someone, but I don't know if it was stored in it, so
I mean,
maybe I can load some healing in it.
healing would be nice, but let me try that first stone first.
If you use it, you might use it up.
Oh, well, is it one use?
I'm not entirely sure.
Well, let me try then. And then she puts her arm in front of Law, like, give me the stone, sort of a gesture.
Sure. Here.
Okay, and then she, like, puts it in front and aims at the tree, and then you can see the magic sort of surrounds the stone, and then it shoots a little beam of light, and the tree seems to be burning a little bit. Okay, and then she walks to the tree, takes out some sand, and puts it on the tree to extinguish the fire. Okay, so it seems to work, but this is a cool spell. Okay, what else can you do? Healing first. What else would impress me? Tell me something cool that you could do, Magic Man.
Well, now I feel like you're getting greedy.
What do you mean getting greedy? You have you gave me the second stone. I wanted to infuse it with something great.
I feel like healing would be good for you guys, considering there is danger in the desert.
Fine. Infuse it with some healing.
And I will infuse it with a second level cure wounds.
Okay. It's very useful.
I feel like this woman did not need anything more powerful than Sacred Flame. I'm gonna put that out there.
I mean, the deal we made was also for 2 gems, not 2 gems infused with spells, so she getting
I've
greedy.
gone down 3 hit points for this. Like,
Okay. And she points her hand. Okay. I'm ready to receive the gift.
oh my god. Is this our deal then? Are we getting Dong Dong for this?
Yes, you can get Don Don for this. If you really want.
Okay.
He's a little picky. He likes bananas, but he doesn't eat meat, so be careful. And
Uh,
if ever he ever gets to eat an apple, be aware that his stomach doesn't do well with it.
fuck's sake. An intolerant armadillo.
Well, you can never feed an armadillo with something that has that high of acid in it. That's just stupid. Sorry.
Well, I'm not a veterinarian. I'm afraid. I'm just a simple merchant woman. So I made-
Julie.
Inside check. Inside check the heck out of them statements.
Okay, give me an insight check. She seems honest. Yes.
Eugene, can you actually ask a question?
Yes, you can.
Do I see this when I walk outside? And I'm talking to the woman.
I'm pretty sure you're just there.
Does she look like a drow, or is it just dark skin?
No, she's just dark-skinned elf.
Okay.
The wow look like?
Oh, that's a beautiful natural one. What were you rolling for?
Just insight on her. She's
Oh.
exactly what she says she is.
Yeah, even more. She seems like she's the coolest magician ever.
I mean,
I'm
she
gonna-
literally said she's not a magic person.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna offer my hand to shake, because that's how deals are made, obviously.
Okay, she puts out her hand. She like right before that she spits in it. It's like, yeah, that's the deal.
Okay, I will also spit in my hand to shake us.
Don is all yours.
Why, thank you. Lovely transaction.
And then she turns to her husband. It's like, I'm afraid, dear, we sold our Don.
Now she's on board with it. Fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
Yeah,
This
I think I've
woman's gonna
figured out
come
which
back
one
and bite
runs the
my
merchant
ass.
business and which one gets sent out on journeys.
Yeah.
do as you
I think we
please with
just-
him and take care of him because he is a good boy.
Strom?
I don't know who's
Tom is already overplaying with
Okay.
Dom.
Never mind then.
And yes, whatever your business is here, if you're going somewhere, you can stay in the guest house until then for like 1 day or two, and then you can go on your way.
Can I find the merchant?
I am the merchant. She looks at you. What are you buying?
I'm not buying anything.
Oh, what are you selling?
Gonna murder you and take back the gems.
I'm just curious how lit this town is, because it seems like very empty.
Well, there is a reason, because no one lives on this side of the desert. There's literally no one here. So everyone else who's lived here already abandoned and went to Obra Matera. So the only people who arrived recently were those 3 thugs that live in that house. But I don't know, I haven't seen them in a day or so.
Sounds perfect. That house is now mine, and I point at the one I just.
Oh no, that one's been abandoned for a very long time. And she points at the one where you've seen some weapon racks and the leftover food.
I point at the one with the basement, like I want that house now, and I'm going to put those 3 people to work here.
Oh, I couldn't care less what you do with that house. But I'm pretty sure if the owner ever comes back, I saw nothing, I did nothing with this.
If there is an owner, he will not be around for long.
I've been here for almost my entire life, but I've seen them leave, didn't came back yet, so...
I'll probably be sending some coin and stuff this way for the people that live in there now. And I'll probably ask if they can send your husband or yourself out for some building materials.
I don't... Slaver's Bay does have some nice building materials. They work hard really there, so probably. Yeah, that will be that can be arranged.
It's only for that house, but if they want to continue after that, it's fine for me as well. I'll just be sending some coin and stuff this way to get that repaired.
Yeah, fair enough. All the coins and all the mail technically will come through me, so I'll just give it to them.
Alright, that sounds good.
Okay. Do you have any sort of insignia or whatever to make me know that it's from you, so I can give it to them directly?
I just draw the sign of... Yeah, I'm gonna draw the sign of my goddess on piece of paper. That would be the insignia.
Okay. Okay, if anyone's interested and wants to roll me a perception check to see what that sign is, go ahead.
I think it would be more religion.
I mean, to see it, maybe. Are you like writing it in open, or are you?
Yeah, they can see it.
Yeah.
Just
So then it's perception, and then we'll see. Yeah,
I'm too far away.
Law, you're just like you're too
far away.
too short and too far away to see it, and yeah, no one sees it. So yeah, and she's like, oh, okay, interesting. Never seen that before. Is that like a noble house or something?
it's from my people, so
Oh.
it's you probably have never seen it before.
Oh no, never seen it before. But yeah, sure, I'll make sure that's arranged.
Perfect, thank you.
So, what's your plan? What are you doing?
Cry about my 3 HP that I just lost.
Well, it's seeming that we took Bungbonger's payment, I don't think the merchant is going to give anything else.
Oh, I completely forgot. And she walks, not she, but the husband walks into the house, and she's like, and she looks at you, and he's like, I don't know what he forgotten. And then he comes out with a, you can hear a barrel being opened, and then he walks out of the house and gives you like 2 ingots of gold that you've seen on the bottom of the barrel. That's for your trouble. I completely forgot to pay you. So there you go. I appreciate you traveling with me.
Is it 2 ingots for 4 people?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. I had to make money somehow, and if your friend says that it's dangerous to go there, we're probably not gonna be traveling there for some time.
We can fix so we get half an ingot each, I think.
I don't think so, because other people had to get an armadillo.
Oh, so what are you saying?
Technically, I want to spend 1 ingot if everyone is agreed to that.
I don't care for money, for I do not know what it does.
Perfect, then I'll spend 1 ingot.
So you have that's
You
basically
can use 1 ingot to do. Do you need to? What do you want with it?
I'm gonna pay the people that we brought here to fix up a house for themselves.
Ah,
It's also
Yes.
gonna be a little place for me to stay when I ever pass by here again.
fair
yes,
enough. And she
yes. So-
looks at you, and then she looks at her husband. Why did you pay them in ingots? It's 400 gold, and she like, yeah, you'll figure it out. It's 400 gold. She looks at him
And
a
then,
little bit.
Then Law will take the other ingot, and that's 400 gold. You said?
That one is 200. It's 400 in general.
I'm gonna give 25 each gold to, like, I'm gonna try and arrange this with the merchant, like 25 gold each for the person that are living in the house, and the other 100 gold is for materials he can procure for me.
Fair enough, and you still have 25 gold left of that.
I'll give that to Strom.
Okay.
That's his payment.
I mean, unless you're physically putting it in his bag, he is very distracted right now.
I'm gonna hold it out, see if he reacts. If he doesn't, I put it in my bag. If he doesn't react to me handing him 25 gold, I'm just gonna put it in my own coin purse, and
At
that's
this point, he's literally rolling around on the floor with Dong Dong. He doesn't notice anything.
I'm gonna keep the money. I'm not even going to walk up to him, and I keep him in his blissful, happy state.
So yes, I think you can manage the money. I don't need to recount for that. Yes.
So I just added 200 gold to
Yes,
my
basically.
other ingot.
Yes.
Did they take my 10 gold or no?
No, she didn't give it to you back.
Cool. That's fine.
But yeah, she stands there. Is there anything else I can help you? If not, I haven't seen my husband in a while, so I will see you all later. And then she slowly goes back towards the house.
I need to get rid of that crusty feeling I know. Anyway,
Yes, she just walks into the house and they both disappear. You're left to your business in the middle of the city. What do you do?
And Strom eventually finishes playing with Dong Dong.
Where do we go now, though?
Strom will grab that new amulet on his necklace, which is the wooden ring with the glass in the middle of the symbol of God. He'll just hold that up to one eye, a bit like a monocle, and just look round, and then point in a direction and go, that way. Whether he sees anything or not, I don't know, but he's just remembering that's the direction that he was told to go.
That was west.
West is what he was told.
West up. Up. Where's up? North.
Northwest.
Yeah, northwest. That's what you were directed towards.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're going that way, Law.
But also, you saw that it was across the ocean. So.
Kanye's daughter? Northwest?
Across the ocean. But yeah, only Strom knows that.
Well, I'll be following Strom around. I mean, I'm a rogue. I need my meat shield. If I learned anything from previous fights.
Need boat.
Boat?
That way, points out over the water.
The boat doesn't pier.
That's gonna be.
He hasn't tried summoning it, it's fine.
Ah.
He will soon begin the ritual to summon a boat.
Boat, summon a boat, summoning a boat.
Okay, Strom, roll me a d100.
Come on, dice gods. Don't fail me now!
Okay. As you summon the boat with your mind and think, I would like a boat right now, nothing happens.
Yeah, that's how it normally goes.
Did you say there were mountains nearby?
There are mountains, yes, a bit to the north where the people were, where you were fighting, basically.
Are
Maybe.
mountains or more hills?
They are small mountains,
They're
but
rocks.
there is a big rock. I mean, is there a difference between a big rock and a mountain?
Yes, the
Yeah.
size.
A few thousand feet.
Well,
Yeah.
they are mostly rocks, but there was one mountain which Strom disappeared on, which you don't know where it was.
That was a few days' journey away,
Yeah,
though.
it was kind of like 5 days ago. But no, so far it seems more of big rocks and small rocks. Some of them are near a mountain height, but not necessarily mountains.
Maybe if we go up one of those and she'll point to one of the larger rocks, we can get a vantage point.
That's true.
Yes. Strom will start walking over to the large
Oh
rock.
my god! Don't forget Dong Dong.
Strom will gesture for Dong Dong to follow him.
Okay, roll me a animal handling. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, he looks at you a little skeptically at first, but then he he played with me. I will follow. And he doesn't roll, but he gingerly walks very slowly. And he follows you.
Over to the large rock. Start climbing.
Okay.
Like, how big is the large rock?
I would high enough. It depends what you want to see in the vantage point.
Well, I will get as high as I can.
Okay. And roll me.
Pulls out a blunt, lights it.
Are you both? Are you both climbing?
Sounds like it.
I assume so.
Then both roll me either athletics or acrobatics.
Law will stay
Fuck's
down
sake.
and scratch Don Don.
Okay. The Don Don just stays there. He puts his arms on top of the mountain when the Strom starts climbing, and he wants to follow, but then he realizes that here's an armadillo and he can't do that.
I mean, armadillo have claws. They should be pretty good climbers.
That is a natural one. As Don Don tries to climb the mountain and follow the Strom, he climbs for like solid 5 seconds, and then he sticks his claws into the mountain, and then he just falls back on his back, and he looks a little upset. But then the law's there, and he like cuddles with him and feels very upset that he's fallen from a mountain, and he's not having a good day, and he's just gonna lay down for a second. But yes, as
Did he hurt himself?
a little bit, yes. You could hear
Then
a crack.
Then I will use healing word to heal it up.
He feels better. You don't have to roll for it. He just feels better in general.
Strom punches the mountain in revenge.
Okay, roll me a 1d4. Yeah, you take 3 bludgeoning damage because mountain strikes back. And as you climb, Strom doesn't
Already
feel
did that. Oh well.
Strom doesn't feel like climbing. It's just easy. From here, he's climbed the mountain before, not so long ago. This is easy breezy. But at some point, you can see that Geo is following you, and then she climbs for a moment, for another moment, and then one of her legs slips, and she catches the edge of the rock, and she slowly starts to fall, and then she takes back her whatever. Basically, she's fine. She was about to fall for a second, but then she composed herself and continued climbing. And now you're on the top of the mountain. What are you looking for? It's very romantic. You can see sand being carried away through the desert. There are places that you've came from. You see that the tall mountain that was right there, the one that Strom climbed, and you see from that side of the desert that black mist that you encountered at the very beginning in the Slavers' Bay and in the mines. It's covering half of the continent now. So,
Not my problem.
that's that.
Not our problem.
Oh, fuck's sake. Of course.
Yes. Are you looking for anything specific while you're there?
Like the ocean and a boat.
Okay, if you're looking across the ocean, you can see it's getting closer to the evening, so you can see a ship coming towards you very slowly. It's quite far away, but it's coming towards you, and you can see across the ocean very vaguely a city right where you are, but on the other side, so like right across the ocean, and maybe sometimes like a peak or two even further down the continent.
Like on the same landmass or a different landmass?
Same landmass, but across the ocean. Because if you look at the map, you can see that this is like a bay area, and if you can go around it, but you can cross across the ocean, and you'll be on the other side.
So we could get a ship, or we could go the long way around by land.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
because
it's a shame
we're
Sean
at
can't read maps.
Brematera, right?
What?
Yeah, we are.
Brematera, and the Brematera then, okay.
Yes, you can see Obra Matera on the other side of the ocean.
Gio's gonna assume that Strom didn't see the ship. Strom, there is a boat over there. We can maybe get a ride when it comes into the docks.
And city.
Yes.
That sounds like a good idea.
So we have a plan.
Okay, Strom, roll me nature, animal handling, whatever you're willing to do.
What's this for?
For reasons.
Okay. Without knowing the reasons, I don't know what's best to roll.
Well, to see if Don Don likes the ocean.
Ah, okay.
you're confident that Don likes the ocean. Armadillos are generally huge fans of water.
Fun. I've got no idea. I don't even fucking know what an armadillo is. So. Crazy animal, and it looked fun, so I happily gouged out my flesh for
And
it.
it's cute. So.
Yeah. Strom likes it. Morale booster.
Geo will do anything for Strom.
No,
Writes down for
incorrect.
future torture.
In fucking correct. Geo will do anything to protect Geo.
So what do you
Interestingly, apparently armadillos are actually good swimmers when they need to be. They can also hold their breath for up to 6 minutes and are really skilled at walking underwater to cross streams.
do? Well, I
That
don't
might not
know
work
that.
in an ocean, but
Yeah, I think they probably wouldn't
I'm
be.
just curious if they can swim or not, so I googled it and it's like, yeah, they're pretty good actually.
But it's also a giant armadillo, so it probably is even more fond of water. So.
Yeah. So the other thing on this list is, sure we don't have to worry about this, but they can carry leprosy.
What?
Yeah, it's one of the only animals apart from humans that can suffer from leprosy.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But also, leprosy doesn't make your body parts fall off. That's a myth.
Yeah.
Google's what that is.
But this is a fantasy game, so why would we need to worry about it?
Yes, I also don't know what it is. I will Google.
Oh, it's
later.
a skin condition.
Yeah.
Eugene. Sorry.
You
It-
might lose your nose, but you don't lose your hands and feet from it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't
it-
necessarily your limbs will literally drop off. They don't.
It's kind of a little bit like if you think about like your body rotting.
Oh, so
Yeah.
basically like syphilis.
Not really.
Not quite.
No, because you lose your nose as well if you have syphilis.
You can lose your nose.
Yeah, because it's not actually bones that are in the nose. There's like a different sort of
Cartilage.
tissue. Yeah, so that's why that part rots,
Mhm.
but the bones don't. Okay. So what are you doing? You're on top of the mountain, thinking of diseases for.
For some reason.
Yeah.
We have a game plan, and Gio's gonna start climbing back down.
Okay. You climb down easily. No incidents. You can see that the
Drum runs down.
Don is very happy now. He's a happy boy. He wiggles his tail a little bit.
Oh.
Squishy, squishy,
there's-
squishy, squishy.
There is a boat coming into town.
It is, but it's quite far away.
Yes. We may be able to get a night's sleep before it's here.
Okay.
So what do you do?
I'm gonna head back to the merchant's house because he said we could stay there.
As you get closer to the house, you see a little ruckus inside.
Hey, never mind. I'm not going inside the house.
Does Geo know what that ruckus means?
Probably not.
That sounds
No.
like to me.
That is
Oh, that's another one.
That's another one. Yeah. As you go into the house, as you know that they invited you in.
No.
Lord,
You see something that should not be seen and leave again.
And I'm going to go. No! I want to see this. I want to see this. No.
So what are y'all doing? As Geo is trying to walk into the house, Law is like grabbing her by the arms. Oh no! That is not a thing, and tries to pull her back. And then as she's getting dragged away, Char is like literally walks in, and you can see those two just going at it.
Oh no! Do I even know it? Hold
I'm
on.
stopping Law from stopping Geo.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay, then you don't.
That's what I meant with it.
Oh no!
Then you do not see anything.
Good, my poor virgin eyes.
Right.
Sorry, Gio's poor virgin eyes.
There's the correction.
Strong, where are you in all this?
Please make an
I mean,
intelligence
he's-
roll and
he's-
walk in.
He's okay.
No,
I wasn't planning to, but that
No,
sounds
do
too
it.
funny.
We want to see what it. I want to see what he gets.
I was gonna tell you to do the same thing.
Damn it.
Okay.
Oh.
You do recognize that that might be the same thing because they're in a relationship.
Oh,
You figured
he,
that out
he,
earlier.
he definitely knows about sex.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Okay.
He grew up. Well, you know where he grew up,
Yeah.
Eugene.
Oh yeah.
They're
that's-
not polite enough to hide
yeah.
that sort of thing. He knows about it.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
fine.
god.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you like see it and you all close the door and just go somewhere.
The question is, would he have joined if it was a Nat 1?
Oh my god.
No, because Ollie would have vetoed that.
Oh my god.
Can I go to my own house? The one that I own now.
You most definitely can.
I'm going to have a rest in the basement.
I'm gonna sleep on the floor outside in the sand because that's my natural habitat with my little rock. I'm gonna like cuddle my little marble,
Okay.
little marbles.
The marble seems that he's very pleased with being cuddled.
He is small spoon.
Yes. Okay, so can you place yourself on the map somewhere so I can see where you are?
What map? Oh, the map. I have not been looking
we've
at the
been on
map.
for hours.
This whole time I have not been looking at this map.
So Char goes into his house, his new house
So-
that he just purchased.
Like, where's the merchant's house?
The merchant's house is next to the docks, basically.
That one
Okay.
or that one?
Okay,
one.
I'm like here having
Okay.
a cuddle.
Lo, where are you?
Where's the chest?
Well, I think Chest is with Strom.
From will set it down on the ground for law. He's
Lowest hole
accepted,
into
he
it.
has accepted by this point.
Thank you.
Sleep well.
So Geo is chilling next to the. You can hear some, some ruckus from the inside, but you don't worry about it.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's just maybe they're fighting, maybe there's something you don't know.
Almost
Just gonna
fine.
leave him to it, you know.
Yeah, Strom is just sitting under the palm tree with his chest
Strom is-
open.
Shrom spends a bit of time playing with Dong Dong.
I bet he does. Sorry.
Okay. Look, I know I'm responsible for this name, but still. He then, once Dong Dong sort of going like it's time to sleep or whatever, Strom sits there for a little bit. He's slowly thinking about things. His brain works at the speed of an avalanche. It gets to things eventually. It just takes a while.
What is he thinking about?
He's thinking.
That was sex, obviously.
Confused. He's gonna reach down, pick up a handful of sand, eat a bit.
Oh my god, no!
Very confused.
Leave me alone!
It feels very crunchy, and like sometimes when I don't know, but for some reason I feel like everyone knows what dirt tastes like.
I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
because
you end up
every
with that at some
child-
point.
Yeah, so that's
Eat
exactly
dirt.
what it feels like. And then Law just sits there.
He just spends like the next hour just trying to pick the bits of sand out of his teeth with his tongue
Oh,
before
no.
finally going to sleep.
Okay. Are you just okay? Are you taking taking long rest?
No.
I only need 4 hours of meditation, right?
That's fine. Yeah,
So after-
you're just perfectly fine meditating in your little basement. for
So I
4
take
hours.
4 hours and I'll do stuff after that.
Yes. Okay.
I'll do like a 2-hour watch to begin with, and then I'll sleep for 6.
Okay.
Because that works out as a long rest, isn't it?
Yes. So, and what about?
Interestingly, technically no, but no one plays by that rule, as it were.
I don't mind because you're not taking a
Yeah.
full rest. You're just waiting for the ship, and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Like the actual ruling for long rest is you have to have 8 hours,
8 hours.
with no more than 1 hour's light work, as it were. So basically, that means that technically your watch can only be 1 hour long, and you need to spend the other 7 sleeping. No one ever plays by that, and it's somewhat of a dumb rule.
Because you need
so
8 people to take a full watch.
exactly, and it means that your long rests are going to end up being stupidly long, and it's just like just ignore the rule.
Okay.
It's fine the way everyone does it.
So, Geo, Law, and Strom. I assume you're taking watches because Char
Sure.
is in the
No.
basement and he can't see anything.
Lo is sleeping the whole way.
Fair
Lo
enough.
is so tired.
Okay. So then you two.
Who wakes Strom up? He'll take a watch.
Who is taking first one?
Me.
Okay, so roll me a perception. Okay.
Of course, I'd roll good at this point.
As you're taking your rest, and you can see everyone peacefully snoring, and next to the, what is it called? The thing with the light? Lighthouse.
Oh, lighthouse.
the
I was like, what?
The thing with the light.
House of the Light.
Yes. Next to the
The
lighthouse.
house with the lights.
Yes. And under the palm tree, you can hear somewhere from the northern eastern part of the city some shuffling. It's almost like northeast. It's almost like someone's trying to sneak into the town unnoticed.
Well, I
It's
disagree.
getting quite dark.
Okay.
at this point.
Well, I will light. Well, I'm assuming she'd already had lit it, but she's got her lantern. I'll ready my bow, but I won't fire until I can possibly see something. I will, however, use merge with stone on myself, Law, and Strom. I don't think there has to be a wait for it.
Okay, so it's basically pass without trace plus 10 steps.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And what do you do? You
I'm gonna hide and wait for whoever to get
okay,
closer.
roll me a stealth then.
So just add 10 to it.
Oh, 31. Yeah, you're definitely unnoticed. But as you can see, the shuffling continues, and then in the eastern house, the one that's the biggest one with the fences.
This one.
Yeah, that one. You can hear the door of it slightly opens, like very quietly, so no one can hear it except for you, and then closes back.
Interesting. I'm gonna go investigate.
Okay. I
I'll
assume
move
you're doing it
myself.
stealthily.
Yeah. Do you want me to make
No,
another stealth check?
that one is fine. Are you like looking? That's the,
I don't know if I can-
that's the
hold on.
window part.
Ah, I highlighted shit. Fuck. That's the window.
Yes.
Can I peer through the window?
You most definitely can. As you look through the window, nothing seems to happen at the exact moment, but then you hear the rustling from somewhere further into, maybe in the other room where this window is not, but somewhere inside the house there is movement.
Okay, I'm gonna go inside.
Through the window?
No, through the door. Don't say.
I don't
Through the
know.
windows? Through the walls?
Yes, through the fencing.
Okay. You jump over the fence. Okay. Hear me out. Roll me an acrobatics with advantage because I want to see how gracefully you land. Over
Not
the fence.
gracefully.
Apparently, decent enough. You just hover over it and you're fine. Yeah, you slowly
Okay.
get to the entrance of the house. How do you open the door? Do you open it loudly? Do you open it quietly?
Why would I open it loudly?
I don't know. Maybe you.
I'm being stealthy, Jane.
Pretty often.
I don't know how you're doing things. Maybe you just want to barge through the window, shoulder first.
Be like, hey, bitch.
Yeah, as you open the door slightly, you can still hear the rustling. It doesn't seem like it's chaotic. It seems like the person who is in there is looking for something very specific. And as you walk into the door, the rustling stops.
Okay,
It's dead quiet.
I'm gonna get my dagger ready, just in case, because now she's concerned.
Okay, so you don't have your crossbow ready, you have your dagger now ready.
I don't own a crossbow.
Oh, a bow. My bad.
Yeah, I have my dagger
A
out now.
very angry bow.
I feel like as she was getting closer and like realizing she was gonna have to go inside, she would have put the bow back away, and then now she's getting her dagger out.
Okay, but do you have your lantern out?
Not anymore.
Okay.
So yeah, I would struggle to see if it's dark.
Okay. So you can't hear anything. You're just in the darkness. You just entered the door. The rustling was coming from if there is slight hints of light, and you can see that there is an entrance to the door on the left, and that's where from where you were at the window you heard that's what the room was where the rustling was.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards that way, but like against the wall, if that makes sense.
Yes, most definitely. As you like shimmy your way next to the wall and slowly slide into the into the room.
Hell yeah.
I assume 3 does not hit you.
No.
You feel a blade of the dagger just swoosh right in front of your face as you dodge out of its way.
Okay. Then I would attempt to stab them, but is also very confused at how they knew I was there.
Well, maybe they saw the lantern while you were outside. But
With my ginormous sneak!
roll me attack then.
With my dig.
Yep, that hits, and roll me damage.
It's non-lethal, she doesn't wish to murder.
Okay, how do
Not
you
that I feel like...
How do you non-lethally hit with a dagger in the dark? Explain.
Low. You aim low because you assume your attacker is the same size as you.
Fair enough. As you aim your dagger low and stab in... Where? Where would you stab?
It would be like the abdomen or like the top of your leg.
Okay, as you feel your dagger sink into the abdomen of this whoever person, they fall to the ground with the dagger still in their belly, and they just fall to the ground. You hear a big boof as they fall.
Okay. This is gonna sound very inappropriate, but she's gonna like pin them to the floor.
Ooh.
For one. Do you want me to make a strength for that, or are they?
No, he's on the floor already, so you just sit on him.
Of course, it's a man. Fuck's sake. And then I'm gonna light the lantern so I can see his face.
Okay, you do recognize this person.
Oh shit!
This is the one of the bandits that escaped earlier today.
Okay. What are you looking for?
This is my house, and he like tries to hold his bleeding stomach.
So why are you sneaking around in the dark then?
From people like you who killed 2 of my friends.
I'd like to say if you didn't sneak around in the dark, I wouldn't have come to investigate.
Well, maybe you shouldn't sneak around and investigate in the middle of the night while I'm going around my own house.
Well, there are such things as lanterns. Why did you not light your house? How can you see anything right now?
And then he just coughs a little bit, and then you can see a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth. Well, you ask too many questions. Can you stand off of me,
No.
please?
No.
Oh, well then.
Oh. Can I insight check him?
What are you looking for?
Whether or not he's lying about it being his house?
Sure. With a 10, you get the idea that it is his house, quote unquote, but from what you've heard from Selena,
It's abandoned,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Well, she did say 3 thugs before.
yeah, she also said that.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. What were you looking for?
I'm just looking for some food since I ran away.
She's gonna hold onto the knife and twist it a little bit.
Ooh, okay, roll me 1d4.
Am I gonna murder this man by accident?
I don't know, will you? Okay.
No.
Yeah, he groans like happily, like ooh.
It's like as he started to like say something that she assumes is a lie. Try that again.
I was looking for food. I am hungry.
Fuck's sake.
No, he doesn't.
These
say that.
houses.
He is
Yeah, I was
hungry.
gonna say. These houses are abandoned.
Yes, that is exactly the reason why we live here, or I live here now.
I want to point out their whole plan of life was we're going to move to this abandoned town and then attack the only other people that live in this town when they get in, and that will somehow work out for us.
Hey, nobody said they were smart.
They're not. They're not the smartest of bandits.
No, that's true. I'm gonna bind his hands and get off him, basically. Like hog tie this man.
What are you gonna tie him with? Do you have rope?
I do have rope in my burglar's bag.
Fair enough. Then you give me athletics with advantage because he doesn't want to be tied up,
Well, that's racist.
but he's quite
athletic.
injured. So, yeah, he's not willing to be tied in. You just try once. He sneaks out, and then he just bolts from under you and knocks you off your feet on your knees.
Wow.
You like fall basically, and he bolts
Rude.
towards the door.
Got my dagger in him, I'm pissed.
Okay, are you throwing it?
No, he has my only dagger inside him.
Well, too bad. You can't attack him because he ran away. He's at the
I
door.
could short bow this motherfucker.
Well, then do it.
I don't know.
That definitely does not hit. As he like runs through the door opening, the arrow hits the door, and he just continues running away.
Fuck.
At this point, it's getting quite dark outside. So if you are looking for him in the darkness, you don't have dark visions, you'll give me a perception with disadvantage.
Ah!
Okay. You do see him. He is running away north, just north into the desert. He just
Is
does not
he-
want to be here.
Is he within range for my bow?
For now, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. I'm going for the leg.
Okay. No. It falls short right next to his leg, but he does not. You do not hit him,
Okay.
and he just runs into the desert. Into the
Can I-
night.
Go back into the house and look for some sort of dagger that I can pinch.
Most definitely. Roll me an investigation.
Okay. Of fucking course I would get a good roll on that one!
Hey, this is fine. You might find like a dozen daggers.
Oh my god, I would like to have two.
You look around this broken down house, and there was a weapon rack, as I've earlier said, and you can see a dagger in there. It's a normal dagger, it's fine, but there's only one of them. If you look
Okay.
around the entirety else of the house, you can see some kitchen knives that people were using to like peel apples or maybe cut down some salami. I don't know, but
I'm gonna take the one dagger, the other does not appeal to me.
Wow, okay, I see how it is. So classist. But yes, you do find that dagger and it's fine.
Okay. She's less pissed.
Okay.
Is there actually any food in this house?
There is food in this house, yes.
Is there anything that is actually interesting?
Well, there are some melons.
No, I didn't mean food.
Well, roll me an investigation.
Never mind.
Oh yeah, you already rolled investigation just before that, and you rolled nat 20. I don't need to ask you for another. Yeah, you find a lot of food. Some of it's rotten down. You find the weapon rack. You find some dirty clothes in a wardrobe, and like not even a bed. The house is so broken down that the wood of the bed has rotten away.
Okay.
And there are just a couple of mattresses, 3 in particular, and no, nothing else interesting in this house.
Okay, so it does look like they tried to camp out her.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. She's disinterested now.
Okay.
She's gonna go back to her spot. Yeah.
Okay. As you fall blissfully to sleep.
Oh, I'll wake up Strom on the way.
Okay. I was about to ask.
Sorry, that's my bad. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, Strom, you can feel you're being a little bit pushed.
Yes. Tom's a fairly light sleeper.
It's your turn to watch.
Okay.
At this point, it's getting extremely dark.
Did 4 hours pass already? Question mark.
I would say 3 hours have passed. So So
Okay, then I'm waking, quote unquote, waking up in an hour.
yes. Strom, roll me a perception with disadvantage because I assume you don't have dark vision.
I do not.
Okay. Even with a 4, nothing seems to happen. You just sit there, and there's a light breeze coming from the ocean. It sweeps away the sand.
Even
It's
with a
very-
4, you feel the hand axe as it impales yourself into the shoulder.
And it's law. He betrayed you. No. Yeah.
I close and sit on the lid of the chest.
Law doesn't use hand axes.
That's another halfling, and he is in the bush. So, yeah.
That's a gnome, I think.
Oh yeah, he is. Never mind.
He
My
is.
bad. So yes, it seems peaceful enough, and while you're taking watch somewhere, you can feel somewhere in the other building, Char waking up. From his trance.
We could feel him. Yep.
No, it's just my way
No,
of transitioning.
I'm gonna look for a spidey.
There's a lot of spideys in the basement. They're just normal house spiders.
no. No Spideys.
I'm trying to actually put one on my hands.
They're very peaceful and they're very drawn to you. So they don't approach you exactly while you're not doing, but when you show with the gesture that you want them to come closer, they do.
Yeah, I want one of the bigger ones to get closer to me.
Roll me a d4. Okay. So, do you know? I'm pretty sure you do. The way mosquitoes are, there's a male one that bites, and it's very small. But there's when it's a female and it doesn't bite, it's like a huge one with big legs.
I think it's the other way around.
Well, it
too.
doesn't matter, but you get the idea. So
Yeah.
that size of a spider that comes crawling towards your hand and it just sits there.
I want to actually try to put it on the back of my neck.
Okay, and it just
Just try to keep it there.
okay. How would you keep it there?
I would just put it there, and if it doesn't want to stay, it's free to go. But
Okay.
just want to see if it stays there or not.
You put it down and it sits there for a moment. It like there is something about the spider that knows that you're a friend and that there's a bigger purpose to you than just being a random person in the basement. You know that feeling. But yeah, he stays there for a second, but then he slowly crawls away.
Okay. And I'm gonna just have a walk around outside.
Okay. You see Strom taking his watch as you walk around around the village, and the breeze is there, the wind, everything. It's very peaceful, and there's a lot of stars in the sky. It's very peaceful.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little sit with Strom for a few hours.
Strom, you can see Char joining you as you're taking your watch.
Just give him a nod, not talking too loudly, because he's aware Laura is asleep, like right next to him in the chest.
Even now that I know what he means, and just sit there quietly.
Just enjoy the peaceful night air.
Yes. As you're enjoying your peaceful nights, your long rest comes to an end, and you can see very closely at this point the light of the front of the ship coming towards the docks. You've all waken up already, and it's, I would say, like 3 or 4 a.m. So it isn't exactly bright outside, but the sun is slowly peeking from above the horizon.
Well, I'm going to excuse myself from the group for a second and go back to the basement to have my little morning ritual.
Okay. That is fair. What is the rest of you doing?
And did anything happen during the night or something? No?
No.
Good. Can I hear the boat approaching or sailors
it's already,
yelling at each
it's
other?
already there, basically. It's literally docked in the harbor thing.
Oh,
And there's like not a lot of people, but like 2 or 3 people coming from it, and they're basically carrying a lot of crates, and they're going towards Selena's place, and nothing else seems to happen. As they pass you, they just nod their head and greeting and continue their way.
morning. You wanted us to get on the boat, Storm?
Need go that way.
Hopefully the boat goes that way too, though. But yeah.
We ask.
As they're carrying the
do.
crates into the house, you can see Selena opening the door. She greets them and just ushers them in, and they just walk in and carry their crates. And then when they walk out, they take up some more crates and carry them back to the ship.
Maybe we should speak to someone on the boat to see if we can go with them.
Mm.
Okay.
Sound like good idea.
Law will go over to the boat.
Okay. You can see on one of the like docks, there's a man standing with a piece of parchment, and he's writing down something. And when you approach, he seems to be focused on whatever it is, and he's not looking at you.
Excuse me.
He like takes his eyes away from the parchment, looks around, and sees no one.
Down here.
Down
here.
My bad.
Hello.
Yes.
This is gonna sound weird. Which way are you gonna sail when you leave this place?
Oh, we have a usual route from Obromatera to here and back, so we don't go other places.
Okay. Because no, well, me and my friends, we are 4 together, and apparently a giant armadillo as well.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
we were looking if we maybe could get to travel with you to the other side, going to Obromatera, you said?
Yes. And he looks at his parchment. I don't see 4 people in giant armadillo in there, but if we can arrange
No,
things.
we are not trading goods. We were wondering if we were maybe allowed to travel with you over this time.
If I think if you pay enough, we can. Sure.
What would it cost for one very big one? A giant armadillo, 2 normal sized and little me?
I don't usually know, but if we take 4 people, let's count 4 slaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 40, and for an armadillo, 25. So 65 gold would be enough.
Not slaves.
Well, that is fine. I'm just count you as well. I'm just used to counting those. So. So.
Is Gio even here?
I am stood
Thumbs.
right close to you guys. I'm here.
Tom's eyes narrow at this moment.
My
My hand is on my sword.
No.
Is there
No.
an
No.
issue? Oh,
Um,
okay. So you don't seem local. This is a normal thing here.
Yeah. I know, but it's still the use of the words of the S word
Okay.
that
I'm sorry.
my
4 passengers and a 1
Thank
big
you.
passenger.
Okay, my hand will come off my sword.
Yes.
Yes. So that would be 65 gold.
65 gold. Okay, that can be arranged.
Okay. And if we're going into Obromatera, you are S words. In case in case anyone asks about the ship manifesto, you're that.
You're not allowed to take passengers?
We are a trading ship, not a traveling company.
Well, then we are merchants.
Well, the question still stands. You're not allowed to take passengers, even though you're a merchant ship?
We are allowed, but
So what's the problem with
a lot
calling
of
up-
paperwork.
This man is going to fucking die.
How is it more paperwork traveling?
It's more.
How is that more paperwork?
It's more paperwork to travel with random people than to ship away slaves.
Back off, Yeo. Back off. But you don't have. You only have to travel us there. We speak to the authorities when we get there to declare ourselves, so to speak.
Fine.
How is that just anything to do with you?
I want to be a man.
Fine. 65 gold, then when you leave the ship, do whatever you want, but you've been warned.
I'm gonna beat a man.
Thank you.
You handled that so well, love. Because I was ready.
He just goes back to his writing.
I bet he does.
Do you want payment now or after?
Now, please.
Oh, you should have said after. You should have just paid him out.
And how about we pay you 35 now and 30 after?
How about you pay me now or you stay here?
Okay, fair enough.
He's dead. He's a dead man.
Back off, Gio.
He's a dead man.
The S word is sex.
Yes.
Okay, so we're leaving in 2 hours. By that time, I assume you'll be managing your armadillo on the ship. I don't know how you do that. That is your business. And then he goes back to his scroll and continues writing something.
And I hand over the 65 gold.
Okay. And then he just blindly takes it and puts it in his pocket and continues.
I'm gonna pickpocket this man later.
Ooh. Okay. Well, you don't have to spoil it. The S word is
Well,
spoiler.
look.
We're not playing Divinity 2 here, You don't have to.
He called us slaves, so I'm sorry, but either I get the 65 gold back or he's dying.
Well, you don't have to announce it. That's what I meant with we're not playing Divinity.
Your character would know.
No, and this is me as the player saying. Not the character.
So what are you...
Never mind. Let's go and get Char and inform.
Strom will also go and get some food for Dong Dong.
Okay. Where are you gonna get it?
I mean, the previous owners.
Okay. You walk into the house, Selena looks a little busy. Her husband is nowhere to be seen. And she just ushers the people...
She stuffed him in a barrel. The cycle continues.
She just ushers the people into the back room that you've seen open before, the big one. And people take out crates from there. And, like, there is a stream of people going back and forth. Yes, can I help you?
Need food for Dong Dong.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. And she goes into the back room and takes out a big bag of whatever it is. You don't see what's inside. And she brings it to you. That's gonna be 10 gold.
I only have this much. Puts down a bag with exactly 10 gold in it.
That is perfect. Thank you very much. The food is all yours.
Thank you.
And since you're his new owner, she goes back there and you can hear a crate being open. She comes back and she gives you like 4 bananas. That's for him.
Thank you.
Take good care of him, but don't give him too many bananas. He might, we don't talk about it. Yes.
I feel like this is gonna end badly when I feed him all the bananas at once. Wanted to make sure I actually had some food for him and he wouldn't just die.
Yes. that is a very good point. So what are the rest of you doing while that is happening?
Informing Char that we have purchased travel over the sea.
I'm just gonna stand here and wait for the others and keep an eye on that guy.
Are you actually going to see where I am?
I'm going around yelling for you, looking for you, actually.
I'm not gonna pay attention to that at the moment.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Lo, you don't see Char anywhere.
Where did he go?
I think you know the house where I should be, but that's about it.
I think he will go to the house and try to speak to the former slaves there.
Oh.
Do you know where my friend is? I think he said this was his house.
Yes. Your friend is a little curious, isn't he? The woman looks a little. She like leans a little closer to you, and she's like, "He's a little curious, isn't he?"
Yeah.
He's in the basement. I've been there once, and you have to go there and see for yourself. I'm not sure how to explain it.
Okay.
But yes, it's that way. And she points you towards the trapdoor a little further into the house.
Thank you.
He will go. He will knock on the trapdoor before he opens it and goes down.
It was
Go
open
down.
to start with.
Well, that's more to announce that he is coming down.
Okay.
So,
Yes, as you open the
Sure.
hatch, you see a dark basement room. Roll me a perception check. Do you have dark vision?
no.
Okay, then with disadvantage.
Perception.
Perception. Okay, you see
I
nothing.
see shit.
It's dark as in the side of a pocket. You see nothing. It's complete darkness, but you can hear very vaguely breathing.
I will cast light on my scarf.
Okay, and as the scarf illuminates the darkness, you can see Char sitting there. I will let him describe what he's doing.
I'm sitting on my two knees with a knife in front of me, and what you probably would see is a giant ass tattoo on my back, since I'm wearing no chest armor at this point.
Char?
I'm muttering something you cannot understand, I think.
I have secured ourselves travel over this ocean. The boat leaves in about an hour and a half now, maybe. Be sure to be there, okay?
Okay. Does he need to... DM, does he need to roll a religion check for this?
Sure. Roll me a religion check to see what the meaning of that tattoo is.
Is that at advantage or normal?
Let's say normal. No, roll me an advantage. Okay, I will... let's go to secrets for a second.
Okay.
Waffle. Okay. What you see on his back is a huge tattoo of a spider made with purple ink. From what you understand, with the 18 on a religious check. Wait, was the 18? Was the yeah, the other one's lower.
18.
You do recognize it from some tales and myths that it's one of the old gods that you don't quite remember which one it is, but you get the idea that it's one of the old gods and it has nothing good to bring to the table, let's just put it that way. It's an evil god. Yes. And we can move back.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
That happened.
Okay. We'll be by the docks.
I'll be there.
Good, great.
And Law will climb out and decast light. So
Okay.
let go of the spell.
And the woman that was like, "Oh, you're also very peculiar. You can do spells."
I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Aren't
Big
you-
tricks, because I don't have big sleeves.
She laughs very awkwardly, like looks around to see some moral support in appreciating this joke, but no one else seems to laugh. And then she's like, and then she goes on her business.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, there's no response to that.
And Law just leaves, going to the dance.
Oh, Gio and Strom, while you're there having a little rendezvous, what is happening with Yol? And I assume Don Don is there. He's already woken up and he's unrolled himself, and he's just standing there looking at the massive ship, and he's thinking, how am I ever gonna get on that?
Didn't you have a leash at one point?
Do you have a leash?
I could.
I mean, even if he did, Strom would not use it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's his way. He's been around animals in a wild sense, not in a domesticated sense, so he doesn't really he doesn't agree with animals being leashed and that, because it's not how he's experienced it.
That is
Basically.
okay.
He will pat Dong Dong and try and coax him towards the ship and onto it.
Okay, roll me an animal handling.
Can I attempt to aid him?
Yes, you can do it with advantage then, or roll separately if you want to do it.
I will just give.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Sure.
advantage.
Okay,
Hmm.
so
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
okay.
We will have the Dong Dong on the boat. Apparently, that's what I get.
Yeah, as you try to move Don Don onto the ship, the guy with the parchment who was writing steps aside and is like very confused. He wants nothing to do with any of this, and you like push Don Don closer to the water, and he looks a little scared, but then he takes a little steps on the dock, and he's moving closer to the ship. But then both you and Gio and Don Don realize that it's quite high to get from the docks to the ship, and the gangplank is very tiny and not sustainable enough to lift and carry a giant armadillo.
None is to help him across.
Well, if the plank needs reinforcing, Strom will go get more plank.
Okay, where are you gonna get those?
I mean, I see several trees on this map, and I have a very large axe.
Fair enough. Okay. So roll me a strength check to see how long it takes. You can do it, but just how long it takes. Fair enough. It takes you like 10 minutes to cut down a tree. Now
I will
you have a
use
tree
that
in
to
the inventory.
reinforce. Well, I will use it straight away to basically reinforce the walkway for Dong Dong to go across, and then, as I suggested, use some bananas to coax him
Okay.
up and onto the ship.
Okay, so let me roll for it. Okay. So the Don Don slowly starts to see that there's a bridge built for him. Basically, he takes one step, and then he takes the other, and then he realizes that the tree trunk is a little. It's very circular and it's very hard to stand on, and he slips for a second, and then he just rolls over, and now he's laying back between the ship and the docks. There's an armadillo laying on his back, if that makes any sense. He is the gangplank now.
Oh no.
Okay,
Can
well,
we-
if he's rolled into full, Strom will just roll him up the gangplank and get him onto the ship.
Okay, so you roll me a strength check for that, because he is a giant armadillo. with advantage because you are quite strong. Yeah, because that 5 would have been
Good.
not
Good.
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 Okay,
That's better.
yeah. It takes you a second, but you manage to roll him onto the ship. Like every sailor who stands there, like, what the fuck is happening? Because there's just been a tree, and then there's an armadillo that has been rolled up onto the ship, and they all look very confused. But the Don seems happy. He just puts his arms over the edge, and he just puts his tongue out, and he's like, and he just stands there and looks at the ocean.
Like a doggy.
Yes. And everyone else just seems a little confused, but no one seems to care that much.
I will get on the boat then.
And at this point, you hear the
I find very few people in their right mind will argue with a giant armadillo and massive man with a giant axe.
who just brought a tree to them.
Yeah.
And at this point, you can hear the guy with the writing. He says, "We are departing in 10 minutes, so whoever the fuck is about to travel with us, hurry the fuck up."
And Law will.
Nothing.
go there as well.
But yes.
Sorry, slip of the tongue. Freudian slip. I meant, of course.
Freudian tit?
That's
Those two.
something a little different.
Yeah.
But yes, as you all, I assume you all get on the ship, right?
Well, I
Yeah.
am.
Okay. Char, you're also getting on the ship.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you all get on the ship, Selena walks out of the house and waves you all goodbye, and at that point the ship slowly starts moving away. You can roll me all perception checks. Okay. Everyone noticed that while she's waving goodbye, a single tear falls down her cheek as she's about to miss Don very much.
Well,
Well,
Now, bitch.
Well, before we left, the Law would have said goodbye to Jemaya as well.
oh, yeah, she's. You don't know where she is, so she might have been as well. She was in the house, the one that
Yeah.
you've seen her walk into. She's.
Yeah, I assumed that. So he would go there and say, "I'm sorry for your loss. I'm gonna go with the boat now.
Yes.
Take care of yourself."
And she while you said that you're gonna go away, she nods, and when you're about to leave, you can
I give her a hug.
no, you're about to leave, and then she comes back and comes to you and hugs you.
And I hug her back.
Yes. And then you leave. So yes.
And then I go and board the boat.
Yes.
Before we go.
You're on a ship. There is a lot of chaos now that there is a big armadillo. People are doing whatever they're doing, and the one of the sailors, the one that was scribing, he says that the trip's gonna take 2 hours. If you need anything, just figure it out. I'm gonna be in the whatever. Eugene doesn't know that word. In one of the cabins, where the captain is. I don't know what's the name of that.
Captain's cabin.
Yes. Yes,
Captain's
it's
quarters?
very simple. Yes, one of those. He's gonna be in the captain's quarters, and he leaves with that.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Law will go to the front of the ship and try to. Well, I don't know if he's high enough to see over the edge of the boat.
I think
In that
yes.
sense.
I would say yes. You
Well,
managed
maybe
to climb
well,
on
he-
some
he-
board or sort of, or the crate.
If he finds a crate or something to just look in the front to look at the ocean.
The ocean is beautiful. You can see it glistening in the sun, and you can see the city that's across the ocean. It's way closer than what you thought it was from what you saw from the shore. It's not that far. But yeah, you can see it's very tiny city. But then further into the somewhat desert, you see the peaks of another city. What is the rest doing? What are you doing for the next 2 hours, basically? That is the question.
Probably just hanging out on deck with Dong Dong.
Yes, that is always an option. Yeah, you're having splendid time with Don Don, and at some point even some sailors are trying to join in, and they're like, "Oh, there's an armadillo, and he's friendly." And one of them just walks awkwardly and like, "Can I pet him?"
Go.
And he awkwardly, very scared, tries to pet him. Wait, I'm. You sure can. Roll me sleight of hand, yes. And Geo, roll me a perception. Okay, you don't notice anything. Also, Cruel, is that the one you were talking to me in Discord about?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, I will figure that out later, how to reveal that. Yes, he scaredly tries to pet the Don Don, then he pets him, and then he licks him back, and they're basically best friends now, as well as you are with them. He's such a nice boy, isn't he?
Can I after that
Very good boy.
walk up towards the Dong Dong and like roll like ball bearings to him and back?
Say that again?
I want to walk up towards Dong Dong, like sit about 1 feet, 2 feet away from it, and start rolling a ball bearing to him and see if he rolls it back.
Okay, you can most definitely try.
Drunk?
If they had
hi,
drunk some
hello,
of it.
I came back.
They've taken like a sip,
Wait,
I would say.
Yeah, fair.
What is
Probably
happening?
not for drink, but-
I'm telling everybody about my bad day at work whilst you were gone.
Okay, my bad. The electricity in the entire block turned off again.
Fuck, thank you, G.
Yeah, I don't know. But yes, as the ball bearing is rolling across the deck, you can see Don Don is very eager to eat it, not to play with it. And he just pulls out his tongue and swallows it all.
Storm, that was not supposed to happen.
What?
He just ate metal. And I point at Dong Dong.
What metal?
Show him one of the ball bearings I still have. One of those.
Hmm. Well, it not kill me.
Okay.
So he's just gonna keep an eye on Dong Dong and see how he is.
No,
See if it upsets his stomach at all, but
Don Don
Hopefully
doesn't
it'll be
seem
alright.
to care.
There's not much you can do about it, you know.
But yes, next time he poops, you will see a glistening ball of metal in there.
Oh my god. That's gonna fucking hurt.
Geo,
Depends on how big the petals are.
Uhu. I think they're tiny, so you can easily slip on them.
Yeah.
But yes, Geo, what are you doing this entire time?
Well, you said that the guy went into the captain's cabin, didn't
He did indeed.
I'll kill him later then.
Okay, can
maybe
you...
he's alone right now.
Yeah, I know, but they're gonna see me go in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, Geo...
And she'd have to kill the whole of the fucking boat.
Anyone know how to sail?
No, that's my problem. We gotta wait until we get there.
Ah yes, when there are more guards around. Perfect.
This way, it can turn into a fun little murder mystery for the guards.
We can just be like, we were sailing on a... No, what we do is we kill them when we start docking, and then we quickly throw the bodies overboard, so they never find them. And we were the ones sailing the ship.
We're not killing them, we're just creating a ghost ship.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that idea.
So what do you do?
I'm just gonna
Sink the ship.
have a good time. I'm gonna just vibe.
Geo is all talk, no game. I see how it is.
Yeah, she is.
We'll see.
Geo, can you make me a general strength check?
Sure.
Okay, with an 18, you just walk around and you notice that your bag is for some reason heavier than it was earlier.
Okay, I'll check it.
What you do notice is all of your stuff is there, but you also notice that there's one more dagger in there that wasn't there.
She does not trust it.
Okay, and
She takes it out of her bag and she drops it on the floor.
okay. It just lays there on the floor of
Yep.
the ship. And as I will move back to Law, as you slowly see Obra Matera getting closer and closer to you, and as the sea breeze washes over your face, you are waiting for the next adventure at this beautiful, lovely, small town. And this is where we're gonna end today's session. So yes.
Thank you, because I really need to go to bed soon.
Yes, I know. And I'm gonna end
Likewise.
I'm gonna end the recording now so you can say goodbyes to everyone.
Bye, ding ding.
Bye, house husband.
Bye,
Goodbye.
ding, bye.